Now, episode 2, how to order from a dealer and not get robbed. Ordering from a dealer these days can get you completely robbed. Even buying one off the lot. People think, oh, if I buy one off the lot, I'm safe. I'm so safe. You're not safe. Heck, locally, we've got 2 manufacturers. I will not name them because I don't want to get in trouble here, but I've got 2 manufacturers, their dealerships. You go to their dealerships and there's no window stickers, the suggested manufacturer retail price. They don't have them. At least Mercedes in the area, I think it kind of looks like they have fake ones, so maybe they're increased. But at the dealerships that don't have window stickers on the new vehicles, they're boosting the price by 10%. So I hear it all the time. Yeah, but such and such dealership is giving me, winter tires. They're giving me things. Well, why isn't this other dealership? If I don't get free things, I'm not getting a good deal. Getting free things sometimes means you're getting a very bad deal. Generally, when people are willing to just easily give something out for free, there might be something up. So beware, do your research, build and price online, because we've got 2 major manufacturers selling a good portion of the vehicles, and they don't even have window stickers. The computers at their workstations for the salespeople, they sometimes don't even know that the prices are boosted by roughly 10%. So if you add $4,000 on a $40,000 vehicle, giving $800 worth of winter tires isn't very much of a big deal. Giving $1,000 more for the trade, they're still pocketing $3,000. And sometimes they even have the audacity that if there's a manufacturer's rebate online of, let's say, $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000. Well, I've seen it in the past. I've seen, they're trying to sell the new vehicle for an extra $4,000. And they've got $4,000 of manufacturer rebate. So they've got $8,000 to play with. But, oh boy, did we ever get a good deal, because we got free winter tires. We got 8 free oil changes, and they gave me $1,500 more for my trade than anyone else. Gee gollicky, I got a good deal.
Free stuff. They paid it in stuff. The bank that they...
You know what they should also give for free? A bottle of Vaseline, because they just got pooched. I get worked up. I'm sorry. I'll take it down a notch.
Another bacon price.
Yeah. Well, it's frustrating because people think they're getting an amazing deal, and then they might be getting a very honest price somewhere else. And they'll be, I work in the industry. So I have people that say, you know what, if you don't give me winter tires and $1,000 more for my trade, you're robbing me. Well, no, because no.
If I can give you something, I'm robbing you.
So, often the case. So do your homework, build them online, know what the price should be, and the manufacturer's price with the manufacturer rebates, and the rebate can be in the form of an actual cash rebate, or it can come in the form of a better interest rate. That's not a bad deal at all. That's a fair deal for you, and it's a fair deal for the dealer. Now the dealer, generally, depending on the make, model, and manufacturer, generally they're making from the window price you see, if you see one, and the price they paid, there's generally 4 to 10% of not profit, revenue. They've got people to pay, a building to run, those road tests you get, the answers you get to your questions. Well, they need to actually have a physical space. You have to pay taxes, you have to pay rent, electricity, all that. That's their revenue. And if they cut a little bit into that, well, then you're getting a really good deal, because in life, nothing's for free. But how do you make sure you don't get robbed beyond doing the build and price? Because maybe you'll do the build and price and maybe they're just gonna BS you. They might just tell you answer yes to all your questions. Yeah, you can have tires. Yeah, you can have $3,000 off. Yeah. And then they just tell you here, just cover up the name here. They'll tell you, okay, well, just sign this sheet. Here's your build sheet, and they'll send it off. But then when it shows up, they can just say, well, you know what? This is the price it is today. At GM, you pay the price when the vehicle comes in. You pay the interest rate of the month when the vehicle comes in. At Ford, what's cool for most models, Most of the time, unless you transfer from, let's say, a 23 to a 24, then you can't protect the price and you cannot protect the interest rate. But when you don't transfer from one year to another, you got your initial price here. That doesn't mean you're getting that price. What you're really going to want to see, again, hide the personal information, but you're going to want to see a purchase offer or a lease offer. And it's going to be important that you get your copy and that they signed it. So make sure they signed and you signed, and that's your proof. That's your way of knowing you're getting the right price after you built it online with the equipment that you want. Sometimes it means maybe shopping is going to take 2 appointments. You go, let's say you don't want to learn about the vehicle yourself, building it online, and it's normal. It's good to ask, someone that should know the product really well. It can be really good. Hey, should I get the 2.3 liter or the 2.7 liter? And the real answer behind that, it depends on your use and what you like and what you expect out of a vehicle. But you should go in appointment 1, ask all your questions, figure out exactly what you want. You can go home, build it online, make sure you've got the right price. If you do, then go back and get that lease or purchase agreement signed. You can even have them sign the build sheet, because of maybe they'll just, if they can't offer you a purchase agreement or a lease agreement, some people say, oh, we can't do that because that's a contract. Really what they're telling you is, well, we can't do that because that legally binds us to selling you the vehicle at the price that's on that sheet. And they're right and they're wrong. They're right because, yes, they can't do that because maybe they don't want to. When the vehicle comes in, they want to sell it to you for more. And also, what's dangerous about these sheets is technically, if you really want to go to court over it, they could say, I don't care if it came in as a 24, I signed for a 23 at that price, so either give me a 23 at that price or give me a 24 at that price. And maybe they'd win. So it actually is pre-legally binding. So, really, if the dealership wanted to play it safe, they'd write this price is only for a 23 model. But Ford's actually pretty cool. They help us out. They've got, different formulas, and they've got sheets here that explain, if it comes in as a different model year, they're going to do their best to protect the price and get it built, but, they can't protect that price for years to come. Now, some Bronco clients got pretty lucky and just got their Broncos basically at their original ordering price. So I've got some positive comments in the comments section about that recently. So that's what you should go through. There's actually several more pages actually for us here in Canada. They should get a picture of your driver's license. If you got, they need to get the address right in the system. They need to get your email correct in the system as well. So that's what you need to order a vehicle properly. And even if you're not ordering it and you're just buying it, sometimes when there's even a 3-day delay between when you buy the vehicle to when it gets delivered, in my career and in yours as well, how many times have we heard of people, they go buy a vehicle 2-3 days later, they go to pick it up and it's not the agreed upon price. They try, and then some places will say, oh, it's only an extra $10 every 2 weeks or $5 every 2 weeks. What's the big deal? Look how good the vehicle looks. Excuse BS. It's $5 more because, we waxed it or whatever reason.
They put something that you didn't want on it. So yeah.
They try to tell you, oh, well, the price we told you was without tax. And now that's the price with tax. I've heard that one, and that one's pretty sad and pathetic as well. So do you have any stories about that?
No, you cover it all. You resume it very well.
You did people's financial demands, so you've heard stories about bad service.
Yeah, some dealers have many tricks to give bad service.
What I'm hearing lately is a lot of lies when it comes to delay times, and people buy at the dealership that lies to them the best. Sometimes people want to buy lies. I had someone just telling me a story between 2 Toyota dealerships, and one dealer said, you're going to get it within 2 to 3 months. It's now been a year, by the way. And the other dealer was realistic and said, well, look, if we're lucky, it's going to be a year, maybe a little bit more. And they bought the lies. Mm-hmm. They bought the lies. Now, we'll find out. Then they came and shopped for a Bronco Sport. I spent several hours with them, but I could tell their heart was on the Toyota Camry because they're just not cool outdoors people.
Yeah, it's not the same kind of car anyway. I don't know why they are looking these two cars.
Okay, the Camry, the new
not the same
Camry
at
looks
all.
good, but it's a freaking Camry. People are picking on the Bronco Sport for being the small Bronco and this, and that. And I find it very fun to drive, respectable, and at the end of the day, it's way cooler than a Camry. How?
It turns on a dime. It's fun.
Yeah. I think they're now going to go back to dealership 2 that had originally told them a year or a little more, and they're going to reorder with that dealership instead of getting a Bronco Sport. But hey, some people do hard drugs, so some people just make bad decisions.